So I just wanted to take a minute to talk to you a little bit about your modeling task that will be due on October the 26th. So remember that when you are on Canvas, we go into our modules. There should be a module here toward the top of the page. It's called Modeling Prompts, and it reminds us that this is worth 10% of our grade in Honors Algebra 2. And you should see that I've added a new page with some additional information about this modeling task, particularly because it's the very first one that we're going to complete this year. And so if we click here, there's a link that if I click this, it will download a PDF version of what I can also see down here below. And what you should notice is this is the same task, there's just a little bit more information provided. So as we start working on this task that's asking us to do something quite a bit different than anything we've probably been asked to do in a math class before, I just wanted to scaffold it, give you a little bit of support here as you get started, and make the task not quite so challenging the first time through. So it still tells us that we have an organization that's trying to decide between 3 sets of assumptions. So it's helping us to decide what assumptions we want to make this first modeling task that we complete. So we're thinking about a viral marketing campaign. Remember that when we talk about something going viral, we mean that it's just spreading rapidly. So the 3 options that they're considering, instead of it saying, like it did originally, that they may send it to their loyal supporters, it's now giving us some specific numbers. So if we assume that we're going to send the message to 20 people, and then we're going to assume that each of those people shares the message with 3 other people, new people, and that each of them shares with 3 new people, and so on. That's one option that we can consider. The second option we could consider is sending the message to 5 people. So this would be not all the people on the mailing list, but 5 that they felt were very loyal supporters. And then we assume that each one of those people will in turn share the message with 6 other people, all new people, and that each of them shares with 6 new people, and so on. So 2 different options there to consider. And then the third option is, what if we, as this organization, broadcast our message by buying time on television? So if it reached 100,000 people, so it can't be shared easily, only the people that see the commercial because they're on their couch watching TV at that particular time. It can't be shared beyond that, but if that television commercial would reach 100,000 people. So as we consider these 3 options, we're going to try to decide which set of assumptions would give our organization the best outcome and be able to say why. And the other thing that I've given you here to help you through this process is, as you're planning your project, here is an outline to kind of guide you. How you choose to present your final ideas to me is completely up to you. You could choose to use a Google slideshow. You could put together a memo as if you were writing it to the board of this organization, or any number of other things. Whatever you feel like, that's the best way for you to present your ideas to me. So as you go through that, describe the assumptions that were made. So I'm helping you here by giving you a task that lays out some of those assumptions, but you may in turn also make some other assumptions. So make sure you're really clear to us about what you're imagining is going to happen as you make your decision about what's the best recommendation. And then describe your model. And when we say we're modeling with math, what we mean is we're using mathematical tools to try to model what we see happening or what we predict would happen in the real world. So our model might be a diagram, it might be a picture of some kind, a graph, a table, perhaps there's an equation that relates the quantities in this scenario. Whatever it would end up being, whatever you feel like is the best way to model this situation, describe that model to us. And then the last thing is provide your conclusion. That means give your recommendation. So based on the information that you've gathered and the computations, the organization that you've done with the numbers, what are you going to recommend to this group? So I hope that helps you think about how you might work through this task. Again, I'm okay with you being a little bit uncomfortable and being pushed outside of your comfort zone, because this is really what math looks like in the real world. Good luck.